Hi, and welcome to part one of the Collaborate class. I'm Jen Gallagher, a garden girl here at Two Peas, and I will be teaching the first part of this class. In this class, we are going to make an iron-on t-shirt that can be worn by you or your daughter, or you could always do a masculine one if you have a son. So to make this tutorial, you're going to need a t-shirt in whatever color you want. I just picked a white t-shirt. And then I suggest you pick out the iron-ons that you want from the store. These are from Prima, and they are quite large. The Enjoy is actually about 8 inches tall. And then I also grabbed these butterfly iron-on pieces as well. To complete this tutorial, you will also need an iron, an ironing board, and a pressing cloth, which is usually just a thin cloth. I sometimes use a washcloth or a hand towel if it's thin enough. Alright, so I've opened the packaging, and the packaging actually includes the full instructions for doing this, but I just want to show you what we're going to do. The iron-on has a top part and a fuzzy bottom part, and those will stay together. And I'm just going to use the black Enjoy part of this. And I talked to my daughter about what she wanted this to look like. So this design is per her instructions, and she wanted the Enjoy to run up the side here. And then we're just going to go ahead and cut out the butterflies. You want to cut these pieces out so that you can put them in the exact configuration that you want. Fun thing about iron-ons is you could do this to a purse, a pair of jeans, lots and lots of options. So once you get them cut out and you've kind of moved them around and you've played with them a little bit, then you can start the ironing process. So this is basically where I want my pieces. So now I just need to iron them. Alright, to iron on the iron-on transfer, you put the iron-on transfer that you cut out down, you put your pressing cloth on top, and you apply steady pressure for 15 seconds. Now with any iron-on transfer, you want to make sure that you read the directions. Then you check to see if the transfer is taken, and see mine hasn't yet, so I'm going to iron it for a little bit longer. So here is the shirt so far after doing the iron-on. And this is what it looks like after I'm done. I'm going to add a button or two to the shirt just to fancy it up a little bit. So to sew a button on the shirt, you need a button and you need some embroidery floss, and you tie a knot in the end. And then you go into the inside of the shirt and poke a hole to start your buttonhole through the iron-on. And then place your button on top of that hole. And then the knot will catch in the back, and you just go down through the buttonhole and up through the buttonhole until you've got it stitched onto your shirt. So there you have the 3 butterflies and the buttons and the Enjoy word. And that is how you do an iron-on t-shirt. And you could add gems, iron-on gems. You could add ribbon, whatever you want. You could even do iron-ons on a striped or detailed shirt. So there's a lot of ways that you can do this. For more information, visit twopeasinabucket.com in our events classes section.
Hi, and welcome to the Collaborate class. I'm Caitlin Gallagher, daughter of Jen Gallagher, a garden girl here at Two Peas. Today, I will be teaching a class on creating patterned paper bead bracelets. To create this project, you will need patterned paper, dowels, glue, string, regular string or bracelet string, foam brush, and some buttons. So you take the pattern paper. This is pattern paper from Bella Boulevard. You can have double-sided or just one-sided. So after you've cut the paper, fold the paper around the dowel and crease. If you find a better way that works, that's great. Hold the paper and the dowel together and begin to twist and roll the paper together. So you're kind of just rolling it into this shape. Okay. So when the bead is formed, cover the outer part of the bead with glue. You want to make sure you get the sides so it holds together. One tip is to get some underneath to hold it together. So, and you want glue that dries clear so you can see the paper. Okay, and once you've covered it with glue, just set it aside to dry. Okay, if you want to get a more oval-shaped bead, you want to use a wedge-like piece of paper. This can also be double-sided or one-sided. And once you're finished, you'll get a shape that looks like this. And you want to use about 10 to 14 beads, make those depending on your wrist size. Alright, so once you've set all your beads onto the string in the pattern you want, just take the ends and tie it as you would a normal bracelet. And once you've tied it, and you can also, instead of a button or with your button, you can add things like a flower for extra pizzazz and just make it kind of your own.